Hi, welcome to Fish. First I see Kim, and my name is Linda. We're going to tackle a big subject today. We're going to tackle creation. So why is that a big subject? Well, we have a big God and we have a big universe, and writing this made me realize that there's a lot that goes into it, and I'm just kind of skimming the surface on creation, and it's truly beautiful how God created our universe. So without further ado, let's get into creation. All right? And the universe, our universe, the universe that obeys certain rules, laws to which all things must adhere. These laws are precise, and many of them are mathematical in nature. So, okay, here we go. Natural laws. Natural laws have a hierarchy in nature. Secondary laws of nature are based on primary laws of nature, meaning they have to be in just the right order for our universe to be possible. So, where do these laws come from, and why do they exist? If the universe was merely the accidental byproduct of a Big Bang, then why does it have to obey orderly principles? Or obey anything at all, right? Such laws are consistent with biblical creation. Yes, natural laws exist because the universe has a creator who is logical and has imposed order on his universe. Genesis 1:1. No? Well, everything. And I mean everything in the universe. Every plant, animal, insect, every rock, every particle of matter or light wave is bound by laws which has no choice but to obey. The Bible states that there are laws of nature, ordinances of heaven and earth. Jeremiah 33:25. God's logic is built into the universe. The universe, right? His will is built into the universe, and the universe is not arbitrary, and neither is God. The universe obeys laws of chemistry that are logically derived from the laws of physics, and many of which can be derived from other laws of physics and laws of mathematics. The most fundamental laws of nature exist only because God wills them to. They are the logical, orderly way that God upholds and sustains the universe he has created. The atheist is unable to account for the logical, orderly state of the universe. Why should the universe obey laws if there is no lawgiver? Laws of nature are perfectly consistent with biblical creation. The Bible is the foundation for natural laws. Now, there is one well-known law of life, the law of biogenesis. And biogenesis is simply the law that states life always comes from life. This law is universal and has no known exceptions. In Genesis 1, God supernaturally created the first diverse kinds of life on earth and made them to reproduce after their kind. And notice that molecules to man evolution violates the law of biogenesis. Evolutionists believe that life, at least once, spontaneously formed from non-living chemicals. This is severely inconsistent with the law of biogenesis. Real science confirms the Bible. Life requires a specific chemistry. Our bodies are powered by chemical reactions and rely on the laws of chemistry operating in a uniform fashion. The information that makes up any living being is stored in a long molecule called DNA. And life as we know it would not be possible if the laws of chemistry were different. God created the laws of chemistry in perfect order so that life would be possible. The laws of chemistry give different properties to various elements and compounds. So, okay, for example, when given sufficient activation energy, the lightest element, hydrogen, will react with oxygen to form water. Properties of elements and compounds are not arbitrary. In fact, elements can be logically organized into a periodic table based on their physical properties. The periodic table did not happen by chance. No. Atoms and molecules possess their own various properties because their electrons are bound by the laws of quantum physics. Yes. So in other words, chemistry is based on physics. So if the laws of quantum physics were just a little bit different, atoms might not even be possible. Now, hang on, we're really going to get our nerd going. The laws of physics. The field of physics describes the behavior of the universe at its most fundamental level. There are many different laws of physics, and they describe the way the universe operates. Some laws of physics describe how light propagates, how energy is transported, how gravity operates, how mass moves through space, and other phenomena. There is a hierarchy in physics. Some laws of physics can be derived from other laws of physics, and conversely, there are many laws of physics that cannot be derived from other laws of physics. Many of these are suspected to be derivative principles, but scientists have not yet deduced their derivation. And hang on, some laws of physics may be truly fundamental, meaning not based on others. They exist only because God wills it. Really? Oh yeah. In fact, there is the case for it. At least there is one law of physics. Yes, there is. And it's called the anthropic principle. And the anthropic principle is this, is that intelligence is a necessary property of the universe. Once created, it can never be destroyed. How cool is that? So, let's get into mathematics. The laws of physics are highly mathematical in nature. They would not work if there were not also laws of mathematics. Mathematical laws and principles include the rules of addition, the transitive property, the commutative properties of addition and multiplication, the binomial theorem, and etc. Like physics, some laws and properties of mathematics can be derived from other mathematical principles. So the difference is the laws of mathematics are abstract. They are not attached to any specific part of the universe. The laws of mathematics are an example of a transcendent truth. They must be true regardless of what kind of universe God created. That is really strong right there. They must be true regardless of what kind of universe God created. The secular naturalist cannot account for the laws of mathematics. Sure, okay, he would believe in mathematics and would use such, however, he is unable to account for the existence of mathematics within a naturalistic framework. since mathematics is not part of the physical universe. Some have supposed that mathematics is a human invention. It is said that if human history had been different, an entirely different form of math would have been constructed, one with alternate laws, theorems, axioms, and so on. But guess what? Such thinking is not consistent. Are we to believe that the universe did not obey mathematical laws before people discovered them? Mathematical laws are something that human beings have discovered, not invented. The only thing that could have been different is the notation, the way we choose to express mathematical truths through symbols. And these truths exist regardless of how they are expressed. Yeah, mathematics could rightly be called the language of creation. All right, so all the laws of nature, God, physics, chemistry, biogenesis, depend on the laws of logic. Like mathematics, the laws of logic are transcendent truths. Without the laws of logic, reasoning would be impossible. But where do the laws of logic come from? The atheists cannot account for the laws of logic, although they must accept that they exist in order to have what? Rational thinking. According to the Bible, God is logical. The law of non-contradiction reflects God's nature. Yes, it does. God cannot lie or be tempted with evil, since these things contradict his perfect nature, which brings us to the final law, the laws of nature, which are uniform. They do not arbitrarily change, and they apply throughout the whole cosmos. The laws of nature apply in the future just as they applied in the past. And this is one of the most basic assumptions in all of science. Without this assumption, science would be impossible. Yes, it would. Science would be impossible without this basic assumption. And it's the laws of nature, okay? So if the laws of nature suddenly and arbitrarily, I'm getting too excited here. If the laws of nature suddenly and arbitrarily changed tomorrow, then past experimental results would tell us nothing about the future. So why is it that we can depend on the laws of nature to apply consistently throughout time? Well, the secular scientists cannot justify this important assumption. They just can't. All right? It's simple. God is Lord over all creation and sustains the universe in a consistent and logical way. God does not change. He upholds the universe in a consistent, uniform way throughout all time. Now look, I can and I do respect those who are believers in random creation of the universe. But however, the universe is a definite proof for me of an intelligent creator who has designed and implemented this cosmic-sized reality that we live in. All right, even if I came to believe or was somehow proven that the Bible was just made up by crazy ancient people on a power trip, and even if I came to believe it was nothing more than a fairy tale, this conclusion would not in any way prove that God does not exist, right? It just doesn't. There's just too much evidence that is so interconnected, you know. One relies on the other, It's too complicated. It is a design. It is an intelligence. God is everywhere and he has created everything. And so that is our theory. No, that is our truth on creation. God is the creator of all. And so with that, that's it for fish. First I see Kim. My name is Linda, And until next time.